inkproducts.com has now released its new professional series, Black Tower ink tank system for the Epson Stylus C88 Plus. It's a basic printer, but it's awesome. You can put pigment ink in it. You can put sublimation ink in it. It's a very simple printer to operate. It's got a lot of features. It's an old printer that they brought back because it's very good. It prints excellent and it's flawless. Just sits outside. Now I'm going to touch this button right here is the ink button, and it's going to move them over. Now, if one color says it gives you a red X, says it's got to be replaced, you can open it up. You lift the cartridge, stand it up just a little bit, go back down. That's it. Now, when you want to, if you don't want to take this off, you take the cartridges 2 at a time and you slide them through. So then they're inside, then you can just close that. Then you go all the way over to the right, all the way over to the left. Now you want to unplug it when you're doing that. Now I'm going to reach behind it and I'm going to unplug it. Okay, now we have no power. Can't move this when you're under power. Now you can see I can push it all the way over, and then I can bring it all the way back. And I got nice hose travel. You got one hose bracket here, the main one here, sits right like that. This little protective tape, just a precaution. Now we're using a polyurethane hose, so it can take quite a beating. Okay, so when you get the kit, you're going to get everything. You're also going to get these. Should you ever run the system out of ink, these go right through the bottom as you take them out, and you pull down, and it purges and primes them back. I get these little Dixie cups like this, and I bend them, and I basically just pour my ink in, because there's a little reservoir right here that catches any of the overflow ink. Now you put that one in, and then it's mandatory these are open. The only time these are closed is when you're filling those bottles, because when they're closed like this, then you can open up the big one. If you took them both out at the same time, the ink from this chamber would flow into the isobaric chamber and flood it. Then you'd get bleeding all over your sheets. Can't do that. So it's easy fix. Put all the plugs back in and just lay it down like this. Just like when you first get it, you take it out of the package. You want to rock it down like this. That will remove any of the ink that gets in the isobaric chamber. Very unique set of bottles, very unique. Simple to fix. Should you ever have to fix one, like for whatever reason, you know, you never know. Maybe you drop it and crack it, whatever. But yeah, we sell you the parts and pieces. Now what we've done with this system, if you notice the cartridges, this is the standard CIS cartridges. They're very small, and we found the problem. After a while, they have to constantly be recharged back up. So we don't use them. Now what we're using is a polyurethane hose, not PVC, so the ink cannot get clogged in that hose. But now these are our refillables, full-size XL cartridges. And now we've put a hose to it with our ink tank system. But there's a couple things we added that makes it unique. Normally in a CIS, you put an elbow in like that. But with this system, we have a different elbow. Much, much longer. It's going to reach down into the cartridge so it gives a better positive ink flow. And very simple, simplest one to install. You can buy just the system and hook it to refillables. If you have our refillables, it's going to come with the extenders on the elbows. But this system is so simple to fill. You can use a syringe, or what I prefer is I open up the large plug, close off the big plug. I have a little Dixie cup, and I basically pour the ink in because I can watch the level right here. Very simple. Sublimation ink. Now with our new Ultra Pro Sublimation ink and Pigment inks, most of the time, almost every time, you don't have to get any special profiles. It just works that good. Now to install it, you have the one little bracket here we give you, a bracket here, and it sits outside here on the printer. That's it. Now bring it over. You don't even have to take the cartridge cover off. You can slip them right in. Very simple to do. We give it a piece of felt here. That's because the hose is going to touch here. And as a precaution, we always do that. Close the lid. And you're ready to print. Now I'm going to take you over and show you the program that comes with it. I think it's awesome. It gives you a lot of features. Now this is a $100 printer. And then you can buy whatever system you want. Sublimation, pigmented. It's just awesome. And we've tested this with hundreds of prints, and it works. I'm printing it out. I'll open up the top so you can see. Fairly fast. Fairly fast. Then it'll do borderless. It's just an excellent printer. And with our Ultra Pro inks, that American made, cannot, will not clog your printhead. Guaranteed. But this system, using this type of cartridge, these XL oversized cartridges, you put them in. When yellow says it needs to be replaced, you just go in, grab the yellow, lift it up, push it back down again. That's it. Ink level reset. No banding. I mean, just awesome. There you go. This True Color ink is the best. Solids all the way down. Okay, now I'll take you over to the program and show you what I've been talking about. Flawless. To print that out, I set it on text image. I picked plain paper, bright white, letter, and that's all I did. But now if you want to go into the advanced settings, now you can control the brightness, contrast, the amount of saturation you want on your cyan, magenta. There's a lot of features here you can do. A lot of features. You can go up here to photo enhance. No color adjustment at all. So like I said, the program is really good. You get in here and you play around with it. You won't need profiling. You can save yourself a lot of aggravation. Now our ink is sheet to sheet, which means it doesn't change from one sheet after another. It stays the same.